Another thing, honey, about Miss Kandi Burruss, that I really noticed on the speak on it is she used Courtney to kind of like passive aggressively drag Drew. She was laughing a lot with Courtney. So I'm just like, y'all keep attacking Courtney. And I get that Courtney, saying that she's been a better friend to Ralph than Drew has been a good wife to him for 8 years. Like she's been, more down for Ralph. And it's like, Courtney, you reaching. Because there's two sides to every story. And yeah, Drew is messy, but I feel like Ralph has gaslighted her to death. So she's in survival mode. That's why she's not really, like, she's trying to play things off, but she's ashamed, and she overreacts to stuff, so it's kind of been there, you guys, with Drew. And it's sad because Drew was getting to the point where she was being like, I don't know, it seemed like Drew was likable. Like, it was kind of like Portia's story. You was rough around the edges when you came on, and yeah, you came off a bit fake and a little too, desperate to be down for the girls. And like this relationship, this marriage has been suspect, honey, from day one. Okay, so I'm not shocked they getting a divorce. Ralph is not a good person. So I don't like that Courtney is overly taking up for him. But I kind of do like Courtney. I do. I think most people don't like Courtney because of the fact that she comes for their fave, Kenya. And y'all know I could take or leave Kenya. And it looked like Bravo at this point can take or leave Kenya too. Because Kenya, you talked a lot of bullshiggity about Nene. A lot of bullshiggity. Okay? Then I'm looking at this from the aspect of Bondi Blue was on Kandi's show. Jamie That's Me was just on that show. And, I think she looks at Kandi differently. I mean, honey, the chickens have come on home to roost. Okay, like I told y'all, I'll tell y'all once, I'll tell y'all twice. You can only be fake for so long. Okay? But Kandi is a good businesswoman. She is. Kandi is a great mother. She a great wife. She love her family. Yeah, all of that can be true, guys. But she ain't perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. She ain't perfect. I think she does stuff and tries to play the victim and puts 20 on 10 when it comes to stuff to get people to take her side. And the minute that the public opinion changed on her and people did not like what she said about mental health, saying that, I guess, allegedly Drew's sister doesn't look like she has mental health issues. And I'm like, Kandi, that's an ignorant statement. And Kandi did not take that down for y'all. She took it down for herself. Narcissistic. It's all about me. And I can see it. Okay? Now, is she an overt narcissist? No. But you can have certain tendencies. Okay? And it's okay that you're not perfect, but the part that's like baffling to me is that Kandi can't just come out and apologize and just be like, I misspoke. I worded that the wrong way. And, I really am kind of ignorant when it comes to mental health. And I don't really understand the gravity that mental health holds in our society. It's different layers to mental health. There's anxiety, there's depression, You got bipolar, schizophrenia. It's just so many different levels and lanes to it. But really, honey, anybody can have mental health issues. And the thing about it is, there are a lot of people that I have worked with in the past, and they would always say, well, how do you work in that field? And I couldn't work with those people. And I'm looking like, those people, who are you? You don't even acknowledge the wrong that you do. You don't even apologize. I have clients, okay? I've been in this field since 2007, on and off. Mostly on, honey, okay? Because I did, my customer service for 13 years. Those clients, they have empathy. They have compassion. You have people like bosses at jobs that are so mean, so dismissive, so narcissistic, never admit that they're wrong. They're really not a team player. Okay? Your job, depending on how toxic it is, it can cause mental health issues. That's why your environment that you choose to work in or live in, it needs to be healthy. It needs to be accommodating to your lifestyle. You need peace. You don't need drama. You don't need people that want to argue and fight. And see, a lot of people in society, they feel like they are just so-called normal. No, that blowing up people's phones, stalking people, ghosting people, like all that stuff, a lot of that stuff, in my opinion, if you do that stuff all the time, to me, it looked like you may have some mental health issues. Okay. And we are in a society now, especially like with all the, research I've did on this, people need to understand that everything affects your mental health. Like the people that you judge and you look down on and you feel like you are better than, they have gifts that you may never have. They have empathy. They have love in their heart. I had clients that would just hug me out the blue. I love you, Brandy. You a good person. You really good to us. They do that. Where you got normal people, they don't appreciate the time you spend with them, the money you may spend on them, or the things you may do for them. They don't appreciate it. They just take it for granted. And there are some good people out in the world. I've had those experiences too, but I've had it just seemed like a lot of people are just not who they believe they are. A lot of you all are really not good people. You may be a high earner. You may have a great credit score, but that does not mean that you are a great person that treats people in a kind, respectable way. Like, for real, you guys, narcissism is on the rise. People are just being really cutthroat with other people. In these relationships, marriages, we see it on the reality TV. People are so selfish. They don't care about all the pain and hurt that they may cause a person. It's just really sad. It's really sad. But I think that mental health needs to unify us as a community, as a country. We all need to just accept the fact that we all got different issues. We do. And like I said before, I don't think that Nene was jealous of Kandi. Y'all got to understand, when Nene got on here, she was a housewife. She had Greg. And Greg was paying the bills. Kandi was a single mom. Yeah, she had her own home and she was established, but she wasn't making no money all like that. Yeah, she wrote no scrubs, and yeah, she had money. Like Kandi had her tag store, she had her songs, writers credits. Yes, very successful, right? But Housewives, in my opinion, is what really solidified Kandi in this entertainment industry. Yeah, she was in Escape, but Escape broke up for like a long time. And they've always had a lot of drama and issues that have, in my opinion, it has overshadowed the talent of the group. It's just way too many issues. Because you're trying to take a lot of toxicity, I don't know, to do something positive, and it's just like everybody got to be on the same page. Hell, better yet, everybody need to be in the same book. And Latasha is singing gospel but living like the devil, her and Rocky. Tamika can't trust Tasha, and I'm very sick of people telling Tamika, make that right, that's family. No, not if they're causing you pain, heartache, stress. Love ain't supposed to hurt. It ain't supposed to feel like that. Yeah, it's going to be some ups and downs, but that's where we have our respect and our honor for each other, where we feel like, hey, I'm still going to treat you with a certain level of love and respect and dignity, even though I may not be feeling you right now. I may be upset or my feelings are hurt over something you said. But still, I'm going to have respect for you. Back to Nene. Nene is the one that warned Kandi about Kim. And Kandi didn't listen. Because Kandi was one of them Negroes that felt like, no, I'm going to go with the white lady. She playing the damsel in distress. Okay? I'm going to go with her. And at that time, on the outside, like with how Nene was acting, it looked like it did look like it was Nene. Because at that time, Kim hadn't shown herself to be like, she was toxic. Dating a married man, the way she would talk to Sweetie, she was toxic. But she wasn't like overt and out there with it the way Nene was. That came seasons later. Like, I knew she was off her rocker when she made that comment about her daughter Brielle blowing somebody, for John Legend tickets. Like, child. Whew. And Kenya sprayed you, child, with your own tea. When I tell you she got her ass together, that was another time I was here for Kenya Moore. When I tell you she gathered her ass at Nene's house, and then Kim tried to, I don't know, shit, she looked like she was doing a damn electric slide, honey. Okay, like she was gonna fight Kenya. I was like, sit your ass down, Kim. You ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, like, don't talk about my kids, and like, girl, don't talk about your kids. You talking about what your kid need to do for some John Legend tickets. Okay? Your values and your morals, Kim, they are just in the toilet. And I just look back to season, 5, where she was so happy and she had Croy. They always look just so codependent. I never looked at it as love. And that's another thing. I feel like we as a society, we go to these weddings. We are around these couples, and we're not really like, I don't think some of us really recognize love for what it truly is, right? And sometimes you can't see it at somebody's wedding, but I think more times than not, we recognize different people's relationships and marriages are just toxic, are just gotta be under each other all the time. And that was Kim's undoing, because she gave these ladies her ass to kiss season 5, and look at her now. Croy putting her out the house with the pillow, child, not with the pillow. Okay, I was like, what is going on? Look, who said that? Okay. But yeah, it's crazy to see where things are at now. It's really sad. It's really sad. But honey, I can't wait for Married to Medicine. I'm about sick of Potomac. I'm still gonna watch it because my girl Candace is on there. We'll see what they give in this season. But I heard Basketball Wives is coming back, so I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, see what's going on. See what's going on, because I heard some different people go be on it. I think they got an Orlando Basketball Wives too. So I don't know who go be on there, but I know LA go be popping. I wish Malaysia would come back. I know she ain't gonna let Jennifer run her off about that house, girl. And Malaysia, like, you should have been bought that house. That man was giving you all that money. What was that, season 5? You had the pension, the retirement, you had everything. And it's like, why you ain't get your house with that shit? If I get that close to that amount of money, shit, I'm taking care of business. I ain't gonna be out here just looking cute, girl. But yeah, that ain't no big deal, Malaysia. Everybody go through shit. Just go back to the show. Don't let Jennifer spray you with your own tea. Okay? Do y'all think that's why Malaysia left? It looked like it. I would hope not. Malaysia the same one, though. She ain't scared of Jennifer. She threw that damn table at her. I was like, damn. You bitches are the hawk, honey. Miss Robinson would never. I may break a nail. Okay? Bitches just lifting up tables, honey. Child, we never seen Nene do that. So when people go in on my girl, I'm like, no, she's not crazy like that. I had somebody trying to argue with me about comparing her to Tammy Roman. Nene ain't nothing like Tammy. She don't do all that fighting. She'll cuss your ass out and get in your face and raise her voice and project. But yeah, Nene ain't bad like that. She got a slick ass mouth. She's wonderful though for reality TV. Okay? Shout out to my girl Nene. Shout out to her. So, honey, as far as Jay Lee's Corner, I heard she got even more subscribers. See, girl? See, you got a lot of support out here because everybody knows for the most part, Jay Lee is pretty fair and balanced. She's a good person. I used to watch her. I've been on YouTube for a while and child, it's 1 million people, you guys, on YouTube, probably more than that. And it's hard to watch everybody. It's hard, and I'm very kind of specific about, maybe a little bit different from some of you, but I'm specific about who I watch because I know how I want to hear my commentary. I just know how I need to hear it. I need it loud, strong, like unfiltered. That's why I like Funky Dineva. I think, he be saying some problematic shit, okay? I'm not here to excuse it. But I like I don't give a fuck. That's what I need, because that's what I represent. Like, I'm just gonna say it how it is. So I admire people like Jay Lee that's able, honey, they able to keep they cool. But I'm objective too. I have that in me, and I'm diplomatic. So it is in there. Okay? I'm smart enough to, to have some sprinkles of that. But, I just think that the people felt bad for her because we recognize, she's a really good person, really good content creator. She works hard, so I just want to read some comments. One person says, Kandi is a bully. She thinks she can do and say whatever and people have to accept it. Jay Lee, you did nothing wrong. Keep being yourself. Another person says a strike was so unnecessary. Her team could have easily reached out and said, take it down. Yeah. Yeah, all you got to do is reach out. Okay? That's all you got to do. So I saw this one comment and I'm going to read it. The person says, "What's great about you, Jay Lee, and your channel is you are positive, fair, and balanced in your approach. You're not running around here saying Kandi has dark energy or is a bully. If somebody feels that way, guys, I just be looking at some of y'all like, if a person feels like that, let them have their feeling. That shouldn't bother you. If you're going to give somebody a compliment, give them a compliment, but don't put down other people. Everybody has a different approach. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. There's an audience for some of everybody on YouTube. And all of us, we don't, like, I was just thinking today, like, I couldn't just watch Kempire and DJ Richie Sky all day. I couldn't. I need that straight to the point, in your face commentary. And I like them. And they are good at keeping up with news like every hour on the hour, honey. They could do a lot better than Miss Robinson. So I'm not here to take that from them. Because they're very professional, very talented, very diplomatic in their approach. Like I really do admire them. But I can't listen to people like them all day. I need my For It's Rocks. Okay? I need my funky Dineva. I really like Dineva though. I love the intellectual stimulation that he gives me. Okay, I love the ratchet talk. Okay, he could be ghetto, hood, intellectual, the college graduate, honey. When I got my degree at Florida State University, I just love how he be putting that shit in there. It be all smooth. It just go right with the commentary, honey. Okay, and then he be down to the bar. I love all of that. All of that. And it's all about, being a content creator. I think the best content creators are vulnerable. They are inspiring. In my opinion, they are entertaining. Like some people, they don't make me laugh. I don't care how many subscribers you got. If you don't make me laugh, baby, we gonna have a problem. And that's why I try to make my commentary. Well, I don't have to try to make my commentary funny because naturally I'm funny. And I know I have the personality for this. I have the personality. I got the layers. And I'm happy on my channel I've been able to incorporate my acting. That way y'all know the girl can get into character, honey, just like that, okay? We done got off track. Okay, listen. Let me get back. But, yeah, y'all put in the comments, what do you look for in a content creator? Who are some of your faves besides me, honey? Oh, and I need my brand new 715. I be listening to myself, y'all, and y'all think y'all be laughing. I be cracking up. Like, girl, I know you did not say that. And I be like, I sure did, honey. Okay. All right, so another person says, Jay Lee, bask in your accomplishment. You've already apologized, so now let them get over it. You've done nothing wrong, and you also worked so hard to genuinely grow your channel. Kandi and her followers are just mad. She should have apologized for anything that she said that was offensive. And really quick on Kandi having narcissistic tendencies, I don't take that back. I know what I'm looking at. I think that a lot of y'all feel like because somebody is doing something in a more covert, passive-aggressive, subtle way that we shouldn't call it out, or maybe they really, ain't that bad, or maybe we got it wrong. And no, I don't ignore my intuition. My intuition is God's way of speaking to me. And when God talk, honey, I like to listen. Okay, shout out to Dr. Heavenly, honey. But yeah, I'm not going to ever ignore, and I told my daughter today, don't you ever ignore your intuition. And I look at all the times in my life where I ignored my intuition and I always misstepped, went the wrong way, had to do an about face. I really suffered. So always listen to your intuition. Kandi and her followers are just mad. Okay. So she should have apologized for anything that she said that was offensive. I was annoyed when you said that you wouldn't fight it, but I respected your feelings. Continue being you, and God will continue to bless you. Based on what I've seen, almost every content creator has your back. Keep being lovable you. Oh, and really quickly, honey, I need my For It's Rocks. And y'all need to be thanking For It's Rocks, because that is the only person that motivated me into doing impressions. And I would see her do them in her videos, like her Karen Huger. Oh my God, I can't wait for Potomac, for her, like that facial expression, baby. And she go right into character. I have always admired that about her. Y'all know she's my GOAT. Because one thing about For It's Rocks is other YouTubers, I realize they could piss me off, but I forgive her. Even if she pissed me off in her video or say something I really disagree with, it's like I don't stay mad at her. I don't stay mad at her. I think she's like very fair-minded. She's another one, very kind of like medium, balanced. I feel like with her though, there are certain things she hasn't experienced, and sometimes certain stuff comes off as insensitive. I take that to be the Capricorn in her, okay, because I had a Capricorn mother. So, honey, I know there are certain things, because Cancers are the opposite of Capricorns. So we're sensitive about things. We kind of feel a way about things. And in Capricorn, they feel a completely different other way. It's like a battle. I think everybody is like that with their opposite sign. So what's the other opposites? Libra and Aries, Sagittarius. I think it's Virgo and Pisces. Who is Sagittarius? Aquarius, I think, and Leo. Y'all put who's matched up with Sagittarius? What is their opposite sign? I just realized I really love Virgo and Pisces people. All my close friends, all my best boyfriends have been under Virgo. Some of my best friends been under Pisces. I think, and I dated a Pisces. What other sign? I got a baby with a Sagittarius, and that's crazy. I got a baby with a Sagittarius, and I love Nene. I love Sagittarius women, though. Who else? Trina. Y'all know that's my bitch. Candace Dillard Bassett, honey. That's my girl. She's a Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius women. I used to like Evelyn back in the day. Because I just thought she was so pretty and well-dressed. And Evelyn could be cool. She used to be cool. From the Bronx, down to earth. Just, Evelyn got it, right? She got she used to understand the assignment. So hopefully, honey, she did some growing. Because, honey, she was a hot mess. And just hopefully she got her stuff together. She gonna be on Basketball Wives. She done got engaged. So hopefully, honey, Evelyn done made some changes, honey. I wonder what my girl OG doing. What OG up to? Jackie, y'all know she crazy, but I like Jackie because Jackie got that crazy and then got that really loving side. But honey, I would be scared. I would be scared to be one of Jackie's kids, honey. She just looked like she be doing too much, honey. Okay. What else? Oh, and I think it's like really dope, you guys. So when I was in high school, like my daughter, I had an Aries best friend, and she has an Aries best friend, and they do the same stuff me and my best friend used to do. Talk on the phone. Like, that's your person that gets you, understands you. Like, and even her friends at school, that friend is now at her school. Her other friends, they notice that she's different. And she's just like, that's my girl. That's my sister. I love her. And so they see a difference in my daughter. And I was like, wow, that's amazing how that came full circle. Because I used to love my best friend. She used to be my daughter's godmother. And, but it's sad, honey. We fell out. But we had to, we grew apart, honey. And we had to because, honey, the Cancer will never be bowing down to the Aries, honey. Never. We are mother. Okay? But, yeah, I just... I don't have the patience sometimes to deal with you Aries. Y'all just be, I don't know. I don't know. I can't deal with y'all. I dated a couple of Aries too. Yeah, it didn't work, child. But me and my one ex, we real cool. Real cool. He's from Detroit. What? Like Toya, honey. And them Detroit dudes, honey, they be dressed, Jordans. He used to have all type of jewelry on. He used to have his damn cousin with us all the time. I was like, God damn, do he work security for you, nigga? Okay. And that one thing I liked about him is that he really allowed me, you guys, to be myself, and he laughed at me. He used to tell me all the time, and I gotta tell him about my show. I don't think I told him about my show, but he used to be like, Brandy, you are just so funny. Do you know that? Like, he was like, you a nonconformist, man. Maybe I'll get him on the show, honey. Shout out to B Hoodie, honey. Okay, that's my boy. But me and him, we went to summer school together. You see what I was doing, honey. Supposed to be getting an education. Okay, but honey, the girl looked so good. The boys, honey, they was all on me, honey. All on me. I always had a boyfriend. It really felt like that. People just do not know. It just seemed like that was my life. Always had a boyfriend. Somebody always liked me. And it wasn't just about my looks. It was my personality. They'd be like, dang, you just so funny. You know who you are. You so cool. And, it was that type of thing. So, ladies, it's your personality, honey. I guess, honey, sometimes, huh? We didn't got off track. Oh, and real quick, y'all. Brian's mother reminded me of Patti LaBelle. Like, dressed, to the nines and just nails done, hair done. Like, she was cool as hell. She gives you, Patti LaBelle from Different World when she was Dwayne Wayne's mom. That was her vibe. She was cool as hell. So, yes. Child, I may need to call Brian because they show is on my mind, honey, okay? Look at me, I done said the man name. Oh, another person says, I'm so sorry this happened to you, Jay Lee. You are an amazing content creator. I hate this for you. I know Kandi didn't want this bad light on her, but she has to own the fact that she says some very insensitive things regarding mental health, and she needs to learn from that and not take it out on you. Just know God will bless you 10 times fold. You got this, girl. Yeah, that girl channel about to blow up. It's about to blow up. But yeah, she do really good commentary. She don't bother nobody. And I think that as a community on YouTube, we recognize that. Okay, we recognize that. Okay, Miss Wanda, honey. And it was just wrong. It was just, to me it just looked like an ego move. And if that's what it is, that's fine. We all make mistakes. But I think the problem, like I keep saying to you all, is Kandi refuses to admit her mistakes or, and that's it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do everything perfect. I really worry about those type of women that's always working, can't never relax. And yeah, Kandi enjoys her life, but you overwork yourself every season, and then you get on the show complaining about it, and then it's just like, what are you doing? And the same thing goes for Contessa from Married to Medicine. She always has some big goal, okay, she was trying to accomplish, and it's like, yeah, you are accomplishing all these things, but you're still not growing as a woman. Okay? She was driving me crazy over there, scared to leave Scott. I got 3 kids, and bitch, you a doctor, you a pilot. What Mariah say? Okay, nurse. Okay, fitness trainer, because Contessa's body is sick. Like, you have everything going for you. Every year you have a goal to accomplish something. Every year, and you keep trying to fill some empty hole that you're not going to fill with doing anything, but just by being. A lot of people keep trying to find themselves with things to do, and you're not present. You're not in the present moment. You letting life pass you by because you keep chasing something that's already within you. So yeah, you can become more, but we need to see more growth in your personality. And to me, like I told y'all, I don't know how this became about Contessa, but like I told y'all before, that's why they fired Contessa. Yeah, they was sick of her and Scott. And you acting like you can't leave this man. Then you turn around and you do the okie doke, which is what a lot of women do. Once you get back good with your man, now you ready to sink the friend. Yeah, well, she's talking about me. She's making me look bad. No, y'all making yourself look bad. Y'all had a toxic marriage. That man was over there gaslighting you, possibly, allegedly cheating on you. I don't know what anybody is doing. He was disrespecting you, making you question and doubt yourself, turning the kids against you. He did that. That was what he did first. That's how I knew his ass. Something was up with his ass. See, everybody liked him at first because his ass was quiet and he seemed to be supportive. But one thing I don't like with him is, to me, him and Contessa, they didn't have a healthy relationship with communication. Because to me, Scott never checked her or calmed her down or, babe, let's do it like this, or I don't know. It just seemed like he would either turn up with her, start arguing with the person, that she's arguing with, like he did with the Simone situation. But that damn Simone, Simone was wrong though. That wasn't even on Contessa to me. What was that, season 6, child? And as far as Married to Medicine, I just think I want to do commentary videos, maybe on the, not reviewing the first couple of seasons, because I really didn't enjoy those first couple of seasons, to be honest with you. I liked it, don't get me wrong, it was entertaining, but Married to Medicine to me is something, it's kind of like stew. It was like, okay, this is cool. Okay, this is cool. Okay, this is cool. And I started watching it. I started watching it season 4. And then I realized what was wrong with the show. Because season 5, once they got rid of Lisa and all that fakeness and all that whining and her and Darren and their toxic marriage. And, once we get rid of the fakery and Carrie Wells, I'm so sick of looking at her ass. She fake too. No, get rid of these seat fillers. This show does not need them. They need the Fab Five. Okay? That is Jackie, Heavenly, Quad, Toya. Jackie, Heavenly, Quad, Toya, Simone. Those are your Married to Medicine girls. They don't need the other people. Mariah, I don't give a damn what y'all say. She ain't gonna do nothing but play the victim, and she was getting exhausting. Trust me, you guys. She was getting exhausting. They was sick of her. Okay, too difficult to deal with. She another one. She had a man that did not check her. And I'm not saying you got to check somebody, put them in their place, but you got to kind of get your spouse together and let them know you're wrong. Or you need to grow up. You need to grow in this area. We've seen Eugene do that to Toya. And where are they? Still on the damn show. When you don't have a partner that's holding you accountable and responsible for your actions. Aiden was a simp going along with all of Mariah's BS and the receipts and daddy. And that's why the next season they was trying to get all these pictures of Damon with the stripper and then, oh, I'm going to use that against Heavenly. That was her bullshit ass plot. That shit is whack. And that's why they got her ass out of there. And I know y'all, I know some of y'all rolling your eyes and you sucking your teeth, but the truth is the truth. Okay? So, yeah, get out of here. They got rid of Contessa's ass, her fake ass. You out here, oh, excuse me, child, voice breaking up. You out here accomplishing all this shit. And bitches do it every day. I'm like, my mom had 3 kids. And she was a badass single mom. Bought a nice house, nice cars. We lived in a hotel at one point waiting for our house to get done. My mom taught me how to travel. You know, like I did have some positive memories of my mom. You know? But I saw my mom like do it all, you know, and for Contessa to make even more money than what my mom makes. And she's like, but I got 3 kids. The stakes are so high. What do you want me to do? Every day is Groundhog Day. Our relationship has been the same for 10 years. That girl was screaming and begging it, be out of that burning house, but was scared to leave. And I was like, wow, I guess you're really not the badass that you kept trying to convince us that you was. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit gotta come from the gut. That can't come from it can't come from an accomplishment like Heavenly and Daddy. If they didn't work out, Heavenly, like, she would leave Damon. She would be fine. You could tell it comes from the gut. Toya, I feel like Toya is defined by her marriage. It's a part of her identity. And I can tell with her interview she did with Carlos King, she don't know who she is. She over there bragging to quiet how she still got a man, but you ain't taking girls' trips. You ain't getting to know Toya. You have been defining Toya through those kids and Eugene. And too many women get stuck in that. You got to know who you are without them kids, because them kids go grow up and leave you. And then what you gonna do? You know? So, yeah, you got to live your best life. You got to do you. So, yeah, she's defined by marriage. And yes, I do like how Eugene treats her. 2 and 3 things can be true at once. I do like some aspects of their marriage. But one thing I think that has helped them is they are able to check each other. Cecil is, you know, now kind of getting on Simone, and Simone has always got on Cecil's ass. So it's more of a Venus and Serena going on there. They're not my favorite couple. I know most people say that's their favorite couple. That's not mine. Cecil kind of sexy to me, though. Okay, look, watch out, Simone, girl. I'm just playing, girl. I'm just playing. But, yeah, I kind of like Cecil. I'm attracted to him. And I just like how laid back he is. Just how cool he is. He be at the bar, honey. Cecil be mixing drinks, honey. I will walk in that house. Give me a double of whatever you got, chick. Grey Goose. I like the light drinks, honey. I don't do the Henny. That's that nigga drink. I don't do it. No, ma'am, that's the ghetto, honey. Miss Robinson on the top floor. Look, I think I'm too good for that. Okay. I don't like how Jackie compromised herself in her marriage to Curtis. Like when he cheated, that's when her ass should have went and adopted a baby or tried to have her own. Well, I guess she said she can't have her own, but look, go get you a baby and forget about him and what he wanted. It just seemed like he cheated and then he got everything of what he wanted in the marriage and she didn't get what she wanted and needed, and that's why she was working so much. But yeah, she always was compromising herself, it seemed like, for him. And at first I didn't feel like that. And there are some different moments on the show I could say I was like, I would laugh at Jackie and Curtis because they do kind of have a nice chemistry to them if you really watch them, right? So they do have, some good moments, but I don't know. It just seemed like she compromised and sacrificed a lot for him. It was just all about him. He didn't want to live, in the city, and Jackie wanted a high rise, and and it's just like he didn't want that. He wanted a whole bunch of house, and it's like, child. Who else? Quad and Dr. G, honey. Well, Dr. G got a new woman. And in my opinion, from what I hear, it just seemed like she's playing a role. We'll see, though. But that's what Dr. G wanted. I think he wants somebody to cater to his ego. And that's it. It's not about really loving the woman for who and what she is and the value she brings to the table. It's just like, I get to be the doctor. I get to do this and be catered to. And and it's like, and with Quad is selfish. And at times she would make it about her. And, it didn't look like it was Dr. G. And then it kind of looked like it was her. And then you found out it was really him, though. They both played a role, but Dr. G to me was just way more toxic. The cheating, the lying. You gonna help me get out of this or what? She trying to blackmail me. The lady he was messing with down to the hotel, honey. Yeah, they started out, honey, on some Ike and Tina, so yeah. But I think that in the beginning, when I first started watching it, I liked them. I really did. I always liked Toya and Eugene. And I liked Toya those first couple of seasons. Like season 1, 2, 3. I think I started to get really annoyed with her, though, like with the house and always moving and always trying to put on. And like, I'm a regular schmegular person, you guys. I don't need a rich and fancy life. That's just not who I am. Like Funky Dineva always say, honey, okay? All I need is to be comfortable. That's it. I don't need a whole bunch of house. I don't need to be the richest. Long as I'm living and able to move and shake how I want to, like, I'm good. But I'm just not the fancy materialistic person. I believe you can have some of those things for an asset, something that, hell, you could trade in for money, like that type of asset. That's how I'm thinking, but I'm just not into all of that. It's just not my values. I think all of us, we have a certain set of priorities and values in life, and that's just not mine. It's like I just know who I am, and I know what I need. And I just live a very simple life. I really do. And that's what makes me happy. I don't like a lot of confusion and drama and materialism and talking about labels all day. And there are certain expensive things, though, that, I do like now. Okay? I like some Louis Vuitton. I like Gucci. I used to love some Dolce and Gabbana. Like, I do like, certain stuff, but I just, I can like stuff, but it's just not a representation of who and what I am and what I bring to the table. And, I'm not that girl. That's just not It's just not me, and that's okay, you know? I'm like Cecil and Simone. But if I made the kind of money though that they made, I wouldn't live in a house. I would have a nice ass house. I ain't gonna lie. I am a Cancer bitch. And honey. And a girl does love to interior decorate, honey. Like to make things look good and, so that is kind of my lane. But yeah, if I'm making that kind of money that they make on that show, I'm going to have me a nice ass house. It ain't got to be no big ass mansion, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice car, But yeah, I'm kind of like them in a sense of just being simple. You don't see them moving and putting on, and Cecil can dress, but you don't see them doing a lot. Like Toya and Eugene, honey, they be busy, but they don't be going nowhere. Like, I'm so impressed with Heavenly. That's why she's my favorite. And another thing about me I realize is I'm very intellectual, and I love and respect people that I can admire. Like, I really admire Heavenly. She got the love of her life. She got her 3 kids. She's a great mom, wife, physician, great dentist. Like, she got so many different businesses, and she's teaching our Black people, honey, about the money, how to invest it, how to flip it, how to make more of it, okay? How to make passive income, honey. Okay? So I love that about Heavenly. I really do. I love Damon. He got my birthday, so he a good man, Savannah. Okay? Child, how we get all the way up to the Married to Medicine, honey? We was talking about Kandi. But yeah, like, Kandi's undoing was the Phaedra situation. That dungeon stuff with Portia, forgiving Portia more so than Phaedra. I think, yeah, it probably hurt Kandi more because she had more invested in Phaedra. But you backstabbed her too by keeping her husband's stuff in your house. Like, you haven't been innocent this whole time. I watched how you came at Nene at the reunion, and Kandi kind of just flipped on Nene. She would be nice nasty to her. Even when Nene had invited her out to her Ladies of Success event, and you got Kandi. How does she even know all these people? Are these people really her friend? Like, why is everything so negative? Then why is everything against, look, in the words of Mariah, against me? It was like she was always against Nene. Like, she just had to say something negative. And it would always happen at the reunion where Nene would do a little look like, this bitch just don't want to like me. And I'm not saying Nene is perfect. I'm not saying that. She done had her moments too, where she done been wrong, but I don't know. I like people that's just upfront, direct, tell it like it is, no nonsense. Unapologetic, no filter. I like that. Look, I like that shit. Okay? I really like that. Like, liberating, liberal. Alright, y'all, this video done got long enough. I gotta go. I will holler at y'all later. Bye.